The thinking is relativity time, generally used in aviation. 8 series, aluminum foil, bags, and planes are not commonly used. 9 series. There is no outstanding feature. It is a spare alloy. Next, the meaning of letters in aluminum alloy. The first is O. The meaning is noise hardness. The second one is F. The meaning is free processing stand. The third one is H. The meaning is working hard stand. The first one is W. The meaning is solution heat treatment stand. The last one is T. The meaning is heat treatment stand. Next, product types and process for aluminum alloy. Production types for aluminum alloy. Aluminum round rods, tubes, planes, strips, and foils. Aluminum powder. Aluminum castings and forgings. Process for aluminum alloy. Hot rolling process and cold rolling process for aluminum round rod, tubes, planes, strips, and foils. Die casting process and processing casting for aluminum castings and forgings. Electrical method, automation method, and reduction method for aluminum powder. Next, some photos for aluminum alloy. The first one is aluminum round rods. The second one is aluminum planes. The third one is aluminum powder. The fifth one is aluminum tubes and the aluminum castings and forgings. Next, I will show some samples for you. You can see this one is our samples for aluminum alloy. The material is 6061 and the process is die casting process. Okay, next, export kits for aluminum alloy. This is the aluminum casting we export to Russia. The process is processing casting. The material is ZL101. Next, test report. This one is chemical composition test report for aluminum alloy. You can see the material is 6063. For chemical composition, the silicon, the range is 0.2 to 0.6%, and the actual value is 0.22. For copper, the range is less than 0.1%, and the actual value is 0.02. For manganese, is less than 0.1%, and the actual value is 0.02. For zinc, the range is less than 0.1%, and the actual value is 0.05. For titanium, the range is 0.1%, and the actual value is 0.03. And the aluminum is balanced. Next chemical composition test report. The material is ZL101. Chemical composition for silicon. For silicon, the rate is 6.5 to 7.5%, and the actual value is 6.9. For manganese, the range is 0.25 to 0.45%, and the actual value is 0.42. For copper, the range is less than 0.2%, and the actual value is 0.04. And the aluminum is balanced. Next, this one is emissional check report. This photo is our products for aluminum alloy. If you have any inquiry for aluminum alloy and copper alloy, please follow our shop. Thank you. That's all for my speech now. Thank you for your valuable time. Welcome to our next lab show. Thank you. Welcome my colleague, Helen.
Hello everyone, this is Helen. I will introduce the cover. I will introduce the ductile iron metal cover and the group cover. First, let's look some advantages about ductile iron. The first advantage is good toughness. The impact value is similar to that of medium carbon steel, which is more than 10 times of gray iron data. The second advantage is high strength. Tensile strength are weak, equal in more than 420 MPa. Yield strength OS equal and more than 300 MPa. The same as low carbon steel, 3 times the gray iron data. And the third advantage of ductile iron is good plasticity. Elongation equal and more than 7%, similar to high carbon steel, but gray iron data elongation is almost zero. The first advantage is strong corrosion resistance. In the water spray corrosion test, the corrosion amount in 90 days is only 1/30 of the steel pipe and 1/10 of the gray iron pipe. The device life is twice that of gray iron pipe and 5 times that of ordinary steel pipe. The last one advantage is good damping and low cost. Because of the nodular graphite microstructure of nodular cast iron, it's superior to cast steel in reduced vibration. An important reason for choosing graphite cast iron is such kind of cast iron has a lower cost than cast steel. Because of the low cost of nodular cast iron makes this material more popular. The casting efficiency is higher, and the machining cost of nodular cast iron is also reduced. Okay, let's look some characteristics of ductile iron manhole covers. The first, no noise the noise during service in line with environmental requirements, and the contact surface between the body and the ring is almost zero. And we adopted 3 processes to assure 100% stainless match to eliminate the noise when the vehicle are passing by. Look at this picture, it's a wrong one. Another characteristics of a ductile iron manhole cover the tensile strength, toughness, strong bearing force. The above are several times that of ordinary cast iron, which are close to the material of steel. The carrying capacity is much better than the national standard. The standard is 360 pm. It can withstand all kinds of heavy truck rolling, and it can effectively prevent the accident from the failure of manhole covers. Let's look at the third characteristics of ductile iron manhole cover. And the first, the third is safety. The integrated connection of our safe ductile iron manhole cover will not follow the ground and will not shift. And the first is non-slip cast process. The exquisite non-slip casting technology makes our production lines clear, and the unique non-slip pattern on the surface of manhole cover increases the friction to prevent pedestrians from slipping due to rain, snow, and ice. Next, let's look at the features of ductile iron grill cover. The first feature is bigger bearing capacity. The second is better anti-slip capacity, and the third better fixing performance. It will not be lifted or washed away by rainwater during heavy rain. Drainage manhole cover are generally designed for drainage when it rains in the city center, and the material is generally cast iron with a gap in the middle of facilitated the smooth flow of water into the well. And there is generally a row of strong sticks to block dirt and other debris. Okay, another feature about ductile iron grill covers. It is an easy construction and light in weight and better in load bearing, impact resistant, anti-bending, and more beautiful and durable after hot zinc treatment. Better anti-corrosion. We adopt a hand connection or hook connection, which is easy to open and has anti-theft function. This is a lot standard about the cover. We can say the first standard is A15. The bearing capacity is 1.5 ton. It used for pedestrians and bicycle. The application field. If the application field is footpaths, pedestrian area, car parks, or parking platforms, we can choose the bearing capacity as 12.5. The standard is D125. The next standard is C250. The bearing capacity is 25 ton, and the application field is decidable road. The standard about D400 bearing capacity is 40 ton, and the application field is roadway carriageway, including pedestrian access, hard shoulder, and parking area. Another standard is E600. Bearing capacity is 60 tons. It used in aircraft hangars and flight runways. The last standard is F900. Bearing capacity is 90 tons, and it is used in aircraft. Also, there are many sizes and shapes of mantle covers. Look at the picture. There's a square and round. Okay, each covers maybe have two sides about it. Let's look at the first products. It have two out diameter and two cover diameters and different clear opening, different depths and unite weight. Also another that's the round one also have two different sizes. Different out diameter, different cover diameter, and different clear opening, and have two depths and unite weight. Also, they have two sizes. The round products they have different out diameter. The diameter can be 900 mm and 800 mm, and the cover diameter also have two sizes and two different clear opening and different depths and different unite weight. This is a round cover. They have same out diameter, same cover diameter, and same clear opening, and the same depth and unite weight. Also, this is different products, and they have different shapes, but the size also have two two outside diameter to cover diameter and to clear opening, different depths and different unit weight. Let's look this picture. This picture, there have products made in our company. The length is 560 mm and width is 460 mm and the depth is 45 mm and unit weight is 30 kg. The loading capacity we can according to EN 124 F900. Okay, let's look at the picture about gray covers. Also, it have it have many sizes and shapes. We can look at the picture. The green cover, they have if the square one, we should according to the length, width, and depth and unit weight. And if the square one, the square cover, we need according to the out diameter, cover diameter, clear opening, and depth and unit weight. The different size from different cover. Certainly, we have not only these sizes of products, but also many cover sizes. For the time reasons, we only introduce this. We can also customize the various size of ductile, iron manholes cover, and the grill covers according to the client requirements. Okay, let's look some manhole cover production videos. This is our production plans. This is our plan. This is the factory smelting furnace. And let's look at we are pretty. In the last the follow chart. So first process we need to show black tip, and the second process is polish, and the third process is finish the product assembly, and the last process we need to anti-rust treatment. Okay, above is my ductile cast iron manhole covers and the brick covers product introduction. Thank you. Thank you.
你要是全花不弄力，多讲了10分钟，20分钟，起码15分钟。我号给你开好了。
They have a show of feature in the parts.
多少？
怎么一下子167个人？中午是都起床了。
About our treatment parts. And our treatment parts like this list that include many parts like the treatment fixture and the heat treatment radio tubes, heat treatment furnace cooler, and some grill parts, nozzles, and we also have the making cable castings and the slang pot castings. And another parts like these pictures, the first one and picture 1 and picture 3 is our heat treatment package. And the picture 2 and 4 is our heat treatment trace. Picture 5 is our radio tube. And the picture 8 also is our radio tubes. And the picture 9 is our furnace cooler. And another picture 11 is our grid bars, like this picture, and another parts like this. This is our heat treatment making pot casting parts, and another last picture is our slang pot castings. And these parts, we call them as models and ULD. And this is our some parts and about our material, treatment material that including GBT and 20807 and another API. And another standing is ASTM A297. Like this list. This material including 1.4823 and 1.4825 and 1.4825 is more popular than similar SS304, that including the 18 chromo and my glucose. Like this list, Another theory is 1.4837. This theory including 25 chroma and 30 nickels. This theory is seen as SS 3 like this. And another cluster peculiar theory is 1.4848. That including the 25 chroma and 20 nickels. That usually the number is 1,000 and 1,500 and 15,000. And another more popular theory is 1.4849. That including 38 chroma and 18 nickels, like this. And this theory also is used number is from 1,000 to 1,100. And another most popular is 1.5 and 2.579. This theory is our high temper theory. That is the 1,100 sounds to 1,200 sounds like this. And about our resistance theory that also including the cut error like this list. QT 480, QT 507, and QT 603, and also we have a QT 702. This theory will open to make some bigger parts and we will make some great slide pod and lighting cables. And another casting still is ZT200 and 400, and ZT213 to 500, and ZT213 and 450. This theory is our casting steels that also to make some bigger parts. And this theory will also make them to production of slang pot and making cables. And like our some photos. And about our heat treatment basket and heat treatment treat. We have a small simple, and I will show that. And like this part. This is the heat treatment trace. and this side is about 300, and the long side also is 300. And the high side is about 20 millimeters. And we do marks in this trace that including the head number and the material numbers. Like this. This material is 1.4865. And then this part we used the progress in the lots of casting progress, and we do casting and heat treatment like this. And I will show. And we also have another part. Like this. This is our heat treatment basket. Also is low, and the long side is about 500 millimeters. This side, long side, and the one side is about 300 millimeters. Like this. And this material we used the 2.4879. And we also used the investment casting programs to make these parts. And they used the stemmer is about 1,200 sounds. And like this pictures, there is our some treatment tricks. The first one is our treatment tricks patterns. Like these pictures, and another is our wash patterns. Picture 2, and then we will do casting. We can get the picture 3 in our parts. And then we will think clearer and do some another progress. We can get the finished parts like the last pictures. That is our packings in wooden case. And we another part. We treatment the basket pictures like this. The first one is our treatment basket, and then have a high sun. And we do cut the investment casting progress, and we do writing about the for sun. Like this part. And we also do the wording to make the lasers, like the picture 2 and picture 3. And when we finish the production, and we also packing them in the wooden case like the last pictures. And our jury, another standing ASTM 8297. The first one is real eject. That also including the 25 chromo and 30 nickels. Same as the 1.43 7, and we also call them SS 304. And another more popular theory is HK grid, and also including the 25 chroma and 20 nickel, like this. That means one port for it for 8. And this theory is same as SS310. And another most popular is HL grid, that includes the 19 chroma and 39 nickels. That usually the standby is about 1,000 and 100,000. And we also have another grade like the HW, HK, HD, 28 chroma and 7 nickels, and HP. That means 26 chroma and 35 nickels. The last pictures, last theories. And about our treatment bucket drains like this. We can consider and production. And another picture. And we also have radio tubes, like these pictures. A radio tube, we often use the centrifugal casting to make the tubes and use the lustrous casting progress to make the elbow. And we do welding to assemble them like the picture 5, this picture. And we often do change the OD side and the N side. Like this picture, and we do check the side, and when we finish the check and our tested pass, we also taking them like these pictures. And we also have another popular treatment part is funicular, like these pictures. As per this picture, we can know these parts, including one tube and 2 shot like this, and we usually progress and including the 4J to make a 2 shot and centrifugal casting to make the model tubes like these pictures, and then we do machine the OD side and welding there like this. And sometimes we also have no ID tube, no machine tubes, radio tubes. And we also check our every side like this picture. And another pictures like this. And when we finish the check, and we can produce the material report and the cell report like picture 6 and 7. And this report is this material is 1.48 for now. and this tube side is about OD side is about 118 millimeters, and ID side is about 150 millimeters, and long side is about 2,800 millimeters. And we also have another heat treatment part, like the blonde, rare blonde, and heat treatment blonde, and another part. And of our progress, that including the investments casting progress, cell casting programs, and EPC casting programs, and the central figure casting programs to make some road top, like top, tube, rounds. And we also do machine programs and heat treatment programs and welding programs. Okay. Okay. If you have any inquiry about heat treatment parts or heat treatment theory, please follow us and send us your inquiry about your drawings, style, theory, quality, and more information to us. Thank you. Let's welcome to Hi.
帮你开了，找到吗？金属粉啊？不开了吗？
Hello, this is Ethan from English channel. Now I will tell you some mental powders we process to you. There are four types of mental powder we produced. The first part is nickel powder, and the second part is aluminum powder, and the third part is copper powder, and the fourth part is about powder. Please look at the screen. This is our nickel powders. As we know, metal pigments with metallic nickel as a main component, including nickel powder and black nickel powder. Nickel powder is distilled and purified. This black nickel powder is made of high nickel powder. In the process of super lubricate and liquid medium is ground with a steel ball in a ball mill to form a flake of super thickness. The color, as we know, for the nickel powder is gray irregular powder. Then it is easy to oxidize in moist air. And usually the nickel powders can used to prepare no frost and low high temperature resistant and anti-oxidation materials. Magnetical materials can always be used as a hydrogenation catalyst for chemical reactions. Usually we packing of the nickel powders for the protective gas limited plastic bags, clothes bags, and aero drums. Now here are some photos about the nickel powders we produced. The first three pictures are the nickel powders with different mesh. The first is about 325 mesh, about 50 microns to 100 microns. And the thickness of nickel powders is about 1000 mesh. It's about 1 to 3 micron. And the third picture is a sample of the nickel powders, which packaged in bottles. And the pictures which is nickel powders packaged in protective gas limited plastic bags and aluminum bags. The next photo is the package of the metal drums. Here is the test report of nickel powders. The nickel powders standard is about 99.77. It's purity. And the second part is aluminum powders. As we know, the aluminum powders, commonly known as silver powders, that is silver metallic pigment, a small amount of lubricant is added to create aluminum foil, crushed into scaly powder and then polished. As we know, the color of the aluminum powder usually is slivo white metal powders. And the aluminum powder is used for paintings, blanks, and fireworks. And the packing of the aluminum powders is packed with protective gas-limited plastic bags and closed bags and iron rods. Look at these three pictures of the aluminum powders. The first picture is about 325 mesh of the aluminum powders, and the next is about 1,000 mesh. So the first pictures looks better than the second one. And the third photos on the screen shows that the aluminum powders as symbols packaged in photos. Usually, the aluminum powders is packaged in the protective gas-limited plastic bags or the aluminum bags. And it is also like the nickel powders packaged in metal drums, as you see the fifth picture. And there is a test report of aluminum powders. After the test, the report shows the element aluminum, the standard of is about 99.90% of the aluminum powders, so it is also purity. And the third part is copper powders. And do you know there are two main types of the copper powders? The first is the pure copper powders, and another is the copper anode powders. The pure copper powders, as we know, its main element is copper, and the copper take up about more than 99%. And the copper anode powders, there are two main elements in that. The first is copper. It takes up about 60%. And another element is zinc. Take about 40%. The copper powders is copper anode powders usually looks like yellow, and the pure copper powders usually looks like red, brown. The more dark than the copper anode powders. The production process of copper powders is delivered into electrolytic method and atomization method and reduction method. Now the most used method is atomization. As we know, the color of the copper anode powder is yellow, and the color of pure copper powder is red. And what can these copper powders be used for? The copper powder is widely used in powder materials, normal diamond tools, and sealing materials, electrical copper powder, heat conducting materials, and conductive materials, and welding materials, and spray-head materials, and friction materials, and chemical and chemical industries. The package of the copper powders usually like the aluminum powders and the nickel powders. It is packaged with protective, gas-limited plastic bags, cloth bags, and hydro drums. Look at these first three pictures. They are the pure copper anode powders. And the next three pictures is copper anode powders. Due to different colors, you can define which is pure copper powders and which is the copper anode powders. There is a test report of the copper powders. The first is pure copper powders. The main chemical composition of the copper is more than 99.9%. And the best is the copper anode powders. The main element of chemical composition. The first is copper. It takes up about 60%. And then the next is zinc, which takes up about 40%. And the first powder is cobalt powder. The raw materials for the production of cobalt powder is cobalt oxalate. The color of the cobalt powder is same of the nickel powders. Usually, the colors of the copper powders is green, which means pure copper powders. And what can copper powders can use for? The copper powder can use as natural physical products such as genetic, bromide, and motors, and high temperature anodes, magnetical materials, and chemical products such as rechargeable batteries, and industry lighting engines, and rockets for and medicine. The package of the cobalt powders is like the first three powders. Usually, it's packaged in protective, gas-limited plastic bags or the hydro drums. This is photos of the cobalt powders. The cobalt powders size of it can be 10 nano to 30 nano, and all the 1 micron to 3 micron. And as you see the photos, which is the package is metal drums. And here is the size preparation table for all the powders. We have other powders we produce, like the manganese powders or the titanium powders, the iron powders, and the chrome menu powders, and the ingenium powders, chroman powders, and the zinc powders. Do you want to know more about our copper powders, like the nickel powders, aluminum powders, pure copper powders, copper anode powders, or cobalt powders, or other metal powders you want? Please send us an inquiry of it, so we will tell you more information about our metal powders. Or if you want to know more information, you can also position our Alibaba performance. This is all for my speech. Thank you for your watching. See you Saturday.